We are live. This episode is brought to you by Adventurage. Women hitting the wall. 53.
My name is Cecilia.
We don't give a F what your name is, woman.
I'm not here in the 30s and in the same boat as me. I have been on one date in 5 months and I just have no look whatsoever when it comes to dating.
It's stupid. Everyone feels stupid.
It's always, oh, it'll happen when the time is right. I'll happen when you're least expecting it. I'm tired of being rejected.
When I went to Spain 3 years ago, I thought this punishment would be lining up for me. Yeah, sure. On dating apps, they either ghost you or say hi and then vanish again.
Listen, if I can't even pick the right man, should I even be trusted to vote right now?
Nope.
Am I even smart enough to vote right now?
So I've been single my whole life. I'm about to turn 34 next month. My whole life I just assumed that men, weren't really into me because I was always a bigger girl. But I'm down 60 pounds
It's
now,
over
and I'm
for you.
realizing that my weight wasn't really the issue
34,
there.
you missed the boat.
This is a pretty crazy fact. I asked ChatGPT why women file divorce at such a high rate than men, and it said unmet emotional needs, unequal household and emotional labor, more financial independence, and women tend to have higher expectations in a relationship.
And delusional standards.
Yes, I have 10 kids. Yes, I have 10 baby daddies. But that does not make me a hoe. I had 10 one night stands. Yes. Okay? You can't say my coochie loose because I only had sex 10 times.
I did give the friend zone guy a chance. It started off not friend zone, I went into the friend zone, I came back out of the friend zone, went back into the friend zone, and then this last time I really thought it was going to be something else, and he didn't want anything serious, he just wanted to be in bed with me.
Thank you, come again.
Why would I date? I don't want to go!
I can also pay for it too. There's guys that say single for a reason. Women are single because they can't get a man. Women the house to get a man.
You're not entirely wrong. You just can't get the man you want. And I'll tell you why. That's because if you just let 99% of girls just talk, they'll tell on themselves.
Yes, they will show you all the red flags. Have.
Women could, in 1 or 2 generations, if they chose to just absolutely all band together and say we won't have sex with no narcissist, no one with BPD, and no one who's a sociopath. Absolutely, under no circumstances will we have sex with any men who did that. Those proclivities would be breeded out of the population in like 2 generations. But women are exclusively men like this. That's the reason why these genetic proclivities keep passing along. Women are attracted to men like this. If women don't like the way men are, then stop fucking for those things, and then they just go away.
You only want to get married for one reason. What is that?
Well, if you did want to consider marriage, I think the best reason to do that is if you want to have children.
You can have children without being married.
Because I think that fundamentally marriage is a construct to support raising children in a secure and loving environment. And
I
if
just
you're not
cloned
for a
myself.
reason, or you think that sometime in the future, just be 2 consenting adults who enjoy settling down with each other. There's no reason
DNA swab. Oh, it's buffering.
To enter into that contract, you don't even necessarily have to enter that contract to have children, and that's becoming very prevalent in today's age as well.
And then I slept with his dad.
Hey, check out CJ.
Okay, guys, so this is a parody, but this is so real. This is how women give advice to each other. Just listen to this.
You love me, you delete all the girls in your contact list.
That's crazy. Even my mom?
Especially your mom.
You know what? I am done with you. Goodbye.
So pathetic. We should say something to her that'll ruin her life forever.
I know just the thing.
Hey, CJ, we just wanted to tell you something. It looks like another man broke up with you, and we wanted you to know he didn't deserve you anyway. He didn't? No, you're the best thing that's ever happened to him. Yeah, you're right. You deserve to be treated like a queen, and nothing you did was wrong. Everything is his fault. You really think so? Yes. Don't change anything about you. You're literally perfect. Wow, thanks, guys. I was just about to self-reflect on all my failed relationships and take a long, hard look in the mirror. But instead, I'll just keep blaming all my dating problems on other people. Exactly.
Remember, guys, no matter how crazy that woman is, no matter how toxic that woman is, you chose her.
So you see, lying to your girlfriend makes you look like a good person, while also decreasing competition in the dating pool. If you told your friend the truth, she might improve herself and find more suitable mate than you. So instead, just lie. It'll make her feel better and allow you to marry a better husband. Telling your friends the truth, not even once.
Do you guys think it's a mental illness to raise another man's child?
Can I tell a story? Who called your mom? What called?
I think it's selfish behavior. I think men that marry single mothers can't get any other kinds of women. So they're so desperate that they marry single mothers. That's their last resort.
You thought your mom?
Go ahead.
Well, we called him.
Not really a mental illness.
And we was talking, and I heard in the background. I said, yo, you gotta tell me what you said. I asked her, I said, all right, prove to me that what she said to you, to us. And she said it out loud.
What did she say?
She didn't only say he's a simp, she also said it's a mental illness. Yeah. She literally said that. She said that. It's crazy you bring that up because that's exactly what she said. And we all was mind blown. Like, oh my God, did she just say that? And that's why we leave it.
I mean, what I love about that is that she's keeping it real.
Also, last guy that I dated really wanted kids. Like, that's like a part of his whole like plan. And the second day I told him I don't want kids, and he thought, like, he told me a few months later that he thought I was like kidding. Like, he thought that I was like lying. He said I didn't think that like that was a real thing.
It's the guy's fault.
She
told
is
you point
beautiful.
blank she doesn't want to have kids. And you just assumed that she was lying. And my God, even if you assumed that she was lying, why would you be with a woman that you know is lying to you? I swear, men are so stupid and so desperate.
I just think some people, especially men, cannot fathom the idea of a woman not wanting to, like, procreate and like breed.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I will, man, don't worry.
No, is it not how it works?
She has beautiful
Like,
eyes.
what is happening? Why do I have to not communicate with you? When I want to call you, why do I have to not? Why do I have to not respond for 24 hours? Why do I have to play hard to get? Why do I have to be this person I'm not?
It's true. Dating has changed.
Why can't I just be and be happy and like you and not second guess me showing I like you? I just don't understand this dating culture.
It's because of social media, man. Expectations have changed. Everybody is playing a game.
Really upsetting. And being single and not wanting to date in the first place is already hard enough. But when you finally find someone you like, and the advice that you're getting online is to just not be yourself,
I wouldn't
it's
ask
crazy
her
to me.
out on a
I'm a
date.
healed person. I don't want to be playing games. I want
So
someone to
she
like
just
me
stopped
and me like them back and communicate.
Okay, man, what you're saying is correct. But I want to ask you this. I bet you didn't have those kinds of problems in your 20s. Why are you still single now?
Crush
And why are
her,
you complaining
please.
about dating now? You did this to yourself, man. If dating in your 20s was easier, was different, you should have found a husband back then, and now you wouldn't have these problems. So it's your fault, man.
Adventurage.
When it's your time to shine.
One of the patterns that we've seen in 25 years of church ministry, the most divisive households are those households where there's a loud, aggressive Jezebel spirit wife paired with a weak, passive Ahab beta male. Yeah. It's like, bro, you got to get a hold of that woman. And what happens is the wife sets the temperature of the home, the wife charges the course, and the husband comes back and kind of tries like relation clean up, like send you text, are you still good, right, bro? It's like, no. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Get your taking your wife, we can hang out, or, you know, and you went along with that.
Ain't no
Oh
wife
my God,
saying
whose
nothing.
fault is that? It's the guy's fault. What are you doing with a woman like that? Why are you so desperate
captain
that you
of
have
the
to marry
ship.
a woman like that disrespects you? I told you before, men in
Here
the
go
West
one
are
of the
very
little
effeminate.
lifesavers. You can jump
They
ship
deserve each other.
anytime.
I can't see buddies on the side. This is weird.
So now what do you do if you're that guy? You're 10 years into, have been Ahab for a decade. I've established wicked patterns in my family. How do I deal with that? I think that dude needs a hard reset.
No, it doesn't work like that. Just because I tell you to man up, it doesn't mean that you can man up. Because that's your nature. You're weak. You're a beta. I bet that guy was like that all his life. He doesn't know different. You can't change somebody just by snapping your fingers. It doesn't work like that. And women can tell when you're faking it. They can.
And it would start with going to his wife and repenting for leading her wrongly and say, from this day forward, I'm going to lead you and things are going to be different around.
Of course, my guy, you're as delusional as the women that I react to. So you're thinking just because you go to your wife and you start acting like an alpha, that she will treat you like a leader, she will respect you, right? You're as delusional as women. I'm going to skip this video.
If you teach a whole gender that you are oppressed and the person to blame is this other gendered man, you're basically teaching women to have contempt and hatred towards men.
All black people, white people, because we're taught that they oppress us? No. Are there some that take it that way? Yes, and that's with anything. But it's a victim mentality that gets you nowhere. In real life, a single woman, like,
I know some.
It's in every single university in this country. Patriarchy theory is like mainstream
I went to a
feminism.
liberal ass school and I've never been taught that.
You said you didn't take like a feminist
I
class.
have to take feminist, that's all I
They
know.
don't teach patriarchy.
From like the book was written, but it didn't teach me I should hate men because men are oppressing
No,
me.
but
And this is what's going on. No, I wasn't taught that.
Obviously, they're not going to say you should hate men, but by extension, by proxy, if you start basically preaching what is in essence a conspiracy theory, that there's this cabal of men, this conspiracy theory, the patriarchy theory. By the way, theories are just that, doesn't mean it's an actual thing. You are again teaching women to view men as the oppressor class and to view themselves and other women as oppressed.
Eating a can of pickles is so hard to open. Like, it's almost impossible to get the damn can opener on the top of the freaking pickle can. But I have a solution for you. I realize this tool is a multi-tool, right? So instead of trying to do this or, you know, trying to get around the lip, it's freaking impossible. It drives me nuts. But you see this? I had no idea that this was for pickle cans. Watch. Gotta get it just right.
I know I should laugh, guys, because it's funny. But to me, it isn't. It just shows how stupid people are.
Yeah, just give him a minute, get it right on the lip, and it will come right out. Here's the camera, right on the lip.
How do you expect to make a woman like this your wife? How? It's impossible, my guy. It defies the rules of physics.
Look. And then it's just so stupid. I formed just into these because nobody gets caught on. So I formed back into these and then it just makes it easier every time we open up. So follow me for some more tips and tricks.
Women don't need men. Do you want to elaborate a bit on that?
A lot of people think that women need men in society to maintain. I don't think so. I think women would do better off without men. Women, on the other hand, are quite motivated outside of men. Older women who are divorced and don't plan on getting relationships anymore still.
Ma'am, I think the only thing you need is a new brain.
Still maintain.
Why are we bringing up leftover women? Nobody cares about leftover
Every
women.
2 hours, there's no electricity, there's no food.
She
and
lived her whole
men have
life
cookies fires.
at
So
the
let's
end
assume
of
that
the
one
divorce.
uses her
Nobody's
residence.
checking for
Women know how
her.
to collect food. I mean, back when we were hunters.
Collect food from where? You never lived anywhere else than in a city. From where?
For gatherers, the gatherers being women
Do
would
you think the
provide.
average urban woman knows how to collect food in the forest?
Yeah, that's what women used to do.
They used to do, but that was like taught. So you take like a man who's grown up in an urban environment and a woman who's grown up in an urban environment. They both have like very little knowledge, just on the basis that men have more strength, generally speaking. Men's already an advantage.
Men's most romantic belief is I can be loved for who I am. I think in their heart of hearts, most men would like to believe that that is possible and true. But I'm reminded of like that quote from Chris Rock, where he said that like
Love is
children,
not real
women, and
emotion.
dogs are loved unconditionally,
True.
and men are loved on the condition of what they can provide. And on some level, that's just how the game's played. Is that fair? I don't know. Like, it is what it is. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
It's
The issue though
brain
is what
chemistry.
value you can provide really depends on who you're dealing with. Like so many people are conceited about this. They think it's only about money, and it's not. Money is
My guy, it doesn't matter. That's your role. You have to accept it. You have to provide value. But your woman, your wife, your girlfriend should also provide value. If she doesn't provide any value to your life, then why are you simping for her? Why are you a simp? You're giving your time, your emotions, your money, whatever, to a woman that doesn't deserve it. Automatically, that makes you a big, big simp. Just think about this. Is the woman that you're dating, the woman in your life, providing any value to you besides sex? If not, what are you doing in a relationship with a woman like that? Stop being simps.
great. They might have more money than less, but it's not the end of the. So you can provide value in all kinds of different ways. You can provide value first and foremost as a guy by being willing to wife her up and have kids with her, because a lot of the most attractive men aren't going to be willing to do that, and that's what actually allows less attractive men to compete for the same women against more attractive men, because they're willing to give something that the woman values, but the more attractive man can't or won't.
That finding out that my boyfriend has slept with my best friend is the worst it's going to get. How could it get worse? Let me tell you. The next day, I woke up, I've hardly slept, I'm a hot mess. Luckily, I'm with my mom. I said to Alex, I'm going to tell her husband. He says he already knows. So I, of course, messaged him and be like, why the fuck didn't you tell me? And he explains that he had found out the 4 week before, the night when Alex had made me go out with them together. And he'd given them a time limit and said, you need to tell her within a week, otherwise I'll tell her. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought he slept with her on Monday. And he's like, no, it's been going on for like at least a month. So then, obviously, I start to think about all the times that we've been together in the last month and all the things I've said to her, all the times I've confided in her, the Valentine's cards, all of this stuff. And obviously start to lose my mind a little bit. For some crazy reason, I decide I'm going to go back to Barcelona to confront him and her. And so I do.
Just a reminder that women are more emotionally intelligent than us, or so they say.
Your age, I am 28. What's the most you would spend on a first date? Never go more than $50 ever. And the reason is because there's an 80% chance you're never going to see that woman again. She picked to go out on a date with you today, but she has 3 other dates lined up for next week and the week after that. But we couldn't say the same thing about men. Not in most cases, no. Most guys are struggling to get dates. Most guys don't have the options that even an average woman, to below average woman has. Guys, you really have to set yourself apart, showcase either an attractive image, be charismatic, and or be persistent. And
Okay, I don't agree with this. Why? How come you talk to her and before going on a date, you don't know that she's talking to 10 other men?
I was
Because you can see
persistent.
how
That
persistent
was
she is,
an L.
how often she talks to you, how often she responds, how quickly she responds. You can see from how you talk, how interested she is in you or not. If you just talk today and you set up the date 3 days from now and you don't talk anymore till then, or you just say hi, of course, she's talking to 10 other men. Why are you going on a date with her? But if you see she's persistent and she answers quickly and she wants to talk all the time and she's very interested in you, then yeah, go on a date, because the chances that she's talking to 10 other men are way, way less. So what he's talking about is basically saying, I'm stupid, and I can't tell when a woman that I talk to talks to 10 other men. And I keep going on dates with women like that. Yeah, so anything that this guy says is very stupid. We're going to skip this video.
Are you single?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Because no one fucking likes me. I mean, if someone did, I have a better chance.
Why do you think no one likes you?
Because I'm drinking every weekend and all with girls, as you can see.
I'm sure there are lots of
Because I'm
simps
for
and
the
guys in the friend
streets.
zone that would happily date her or marry her, but she doesn't like those kinds of guys. And the kinds of guys that she likes don't like her.
I mean, one of them's got a boyfriend, because he's over there with her, bless him.
Would you want a relationship?
Absolutely.
If you know the issue, why not improve them for a relationship?
Because I'm not letting anyone break my heart for the second time. I'm not letting anyone break my heart again. I'd rather get drunk. Alcohol hurts less than fucking heartbreak, so
Okay, so she's probably been alpha widowed. I'm sorry for the next guy that has to date her.
I'll drink.
Talk to me about your last breakup. How that happened?
Because they didn't appreciate me as much as I appreciate them.
Were you doing everything?
Yeah.
What qualities do you think you have now that will make you a good wife?
I mean, I can't cook, so that shit. I mean, literally,
And she swears like a man.
I'd do anything for anyone. It's embarrassing. I'm at the point where, like, literally, I would do anything for anyone, and they fucking take advantage of it.
What is it that you're actually doing in a relationship that makes you feel unappreciated?
That's good.
Ma'am, was your ex out of your league? Yeah, he probably was. That's why he didn't appreciate you. That's why you appreciated him so much. Because he was out of your league. And you thought you could catch him. You could make him your husband. And for him...
Adventurage.
It was just fun.
How old is too old when it comes to a woman dating an older man? I asked this because I was at dinner with a guy friend of mine the other night. I met him late last summer when I moved over to St. Pete after my divorce, and we hung out, several times. I've been to his house, I hung out on his boat, met his brother.
His boat. Okay, so he's rich, okay?
We've been to dinner a few times. So we go to dinner the other night, and he makes it abundantly clear that he's interested in dating me. And I ask this because he is 60 and I'm 43, almost 44. So keep in mind.
Yes, ma'am, but those are the kinds of guys that you can attract. Because men want to date younger women.
He's the type of man that can probably get the majority of women out there. He's 6'5", in amazing shape, great head of hair, looks probably 10 years younger than what he actually is, and on top of all of that, he has fuck you levels of money, as in a jet and all of that. So he asked me if I want to date. I actually told him I was not sure. I had concerns about the age gap. He assured me that in his world, this is a perfectly acceptable age difference. So I told him, I'm going to think about it. Let's talk about it. We'll go out next week and discuss it and see what we come up with and all that. And also, I definitely have to get to know him on that level much more.
If I were that guy, I wouldn't talk to her anymore. Why? Not because of her age. Just because she made a video talking about this. Why are you talking about your private life to strangers that don't care about you or your life? Instantly, I wouldn't want to date her anymore.
But you can see my concerns. That's a pretty hefty age gap, and it's going to look a type of way. So how old is too old? Can a woman that's 43, almost 44, date a 60-year-old man?
Why are you asking people on TikTok, strangers that don't care about you?
Consenting adults.
Another big red flag is she's concerned about how it looks. So you don't care if that guy is a good guy that can take care of you, that can love you.
We
no,
ain't got
you care
time.
about how it looks to other people. No
Before
man,
we in the
no man
grave.
on this planet
You know
should
what I'm
date this woman.
Ain't
Only
much
a
time
big
before we
C
in the
would date
grave.
a woman like this. Stop being sick, stop being
BSing what she
stupid,
did.
stop being emotional and be logical.
Okay, so I've been on Hinge for about 2 months now. I don't know why I'm laughing. I think it's because it's so bad how bad Hinge is at the minute. There's no one left. There is nobody left. Tell me why at your big age of 42 that you are still figuring out what you want. How by 42 do you not know what you want? How have you not learned from your past relationship?
Ma'am, how are you single at your age? How come you're not married with kids? How come you didn't find a good man in your 20s when it was easy? Why are you complaining about dating right now when you're the exact same way, man? You're single. You're on Hinge.
Looks
looking
like a
for
leftover
men.
woman.
Why are you shaming men?
What you do and do not want. I know exactly
Somebody
what I
looks
want. I want someone who is
leftover.
loving, caring, treats me so fucking well, does not cheat on me. Like, bare minimum.
Okay, ma'am, but do you deserve a guy like that?
Clear out
What
the
are you bringing to
fridge.
that relationship? What are you
Nothing but
bringing to that
leftovers.
Crickets. Silence.
And know what, I'm compatible with. And you men at 42 still are figuring it out.
Can you see that women like this that don't know why they can't find a man and always complain about dating, they never tell in a video what they bring to the table, why they would make a good wife. And even when they do, they list reasons that men don't care about. I swear they're so delusional.
You see, men still figuring out what they want. What does open to long but okay to short relationship? What the fuck does that mean? You either want a relationship or you want something casual. Make your fucking mind up. One person, and we've not said anything to each other, and the first thing he said was, hi, what's your Insta? And I'm like, hi, how are you? What you doing today? Do you know what I mean? You know nothing about me and I know nothing about you, but you want me to give you my Instagram when my little girl's on my Instagram.
Okay, so she's a single mother, but she's complaining about dating and men. Men not knowing what they want. I can tell you, ma'am, from the start, men don't want single mothers. So from the start, you don't bring any value to that relationship. You bring only baggage. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Chow Time Pod. Latest video from 3 hours ago. The reason why men are walking away from dating. Episode 623. She blocked husband. Next video. She blocked husband 4 days before girl's trip. Then this. And Diddy just killed the fly out game for gold diggers and 304s. Place your bets in the chat. Which video are we going to watch? Give you about 3 TikToks. And oh wait, I picked the wrong one. Oh no. And it froze. Okay. Alright, here we go. Clicked the wrong video. Got a little overzealous there.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Rhett. You gotta do the Industrial Reborn. I didn't really cover the Diddy stuff much because I thought I was kind of had a place for it, but.
So basically, getting food out is illegal. if you live in another state and somebody flies you out to their state, and there may have already been some conversation about having sex with someone, there's any conversation about money being involved. That is illegal.
Yep.
That's crazy.
We did learn this through the Diddy case. I watched quite a few things on it. I don't cover too much on the Diddy case because there's plenty of other videos on it. So
Crazy.
I just want to know, like, all MIC men are so just broke and stingy.
I mean, just taking a
My
flight.
baby having like the most grand Instagrams, BMW, Spider, all this stuff that will give you the idea that something's going on. So you actually start talking to them and they're the brokest, stingiest, and not generous people I've ever met in my life.
how do you think we got rich in the first place?
iPads on her.
Yes, my brothers. These types of women are on the verge of extinction. You see, while the old bitter sister celebrates the downfall of one of the most generous tricks of this decade, these younger 304s haven't yet realized that Cassie and 50 Cent's baby mother may have significantly disrupted their pay-for-play racket. Think about all of these aspiring girls and bar reflections. What exactly are their top customers? Who were their liposuction procedures and BBLs really intended to attract? Yes, they all wanted a sugar daddy. I need to start copywriting these terms.
That industrial sugar daddies.
But here's the catch. Every true sugar daddy has a sour, aka a lawyer. And yes, the message or precedent established by this court case is unmistakably clear. Drake.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. Let me explain. If you plan on buying a ticket, aka flying a woman out, and expect sex at some point during that arrangement, well, my friend, you are now officially breaking the law.
Because now women know this, they can use this against men. So if men still do this, now they're like, oh, you just sex trafficked me. Now I'm gonna, blah blah blah, report you to the FBI and all this thing. So men, stop doing it. Like, it was never worth it before. It's definitely not worth it now.
All right now, fellas, y'all just learned something in trial, right? Don't fly these females out. If she want to get flew out, let her fly herself out to come see you, baby. Because you heard what they say, flying somebody out to engage in sexual activities to get you in jail. You can get a trafficking charge on you. So I feel like that's about to be the new setup.
Yes, I can already hear the laughter of the passport bros echoing in the background. Sure, a perfectly shaped Dominican mango may have drugged him and stole his wallet with $200 but damn, at least he got some Thompson touching hand without federal charges being filed against him. Yes, my brothers, no more spirit flights for no soul BBL chicks. Ask yourself, is it why fly the men when you can fly yourself out of the country?
Yeah, why fly her? Fly yourself. You do the travel, man.
For Cassie. Those of you who have been to the Philippines know that Cassie is a mid-tier basic girl out here. I mean, sorry, out there.
Oh, I think I know where Destro is now.
When it comes to females, if the dude ain't doing what she want him to do, she gonna try to pick it up. He flew out.
I said this is exactly what I thought of when I was going case. And yeah, when they said that, I was like, oh, it just gives women more ammunition to use against men that do it.
That's right. As soon as you get out of line, she'll pull her trump card, aka sex trafficking.
You will never know a woman until she has leverage on you. You could be with her for 5, 10 years. Until she has leverage on you, that's the only time you're gonna know who she really is. When she gets pregnant or when you get married. That's when her true colors show. I'm so scared to ever let a woman get leverage on me. I had a friend, he was begging his baby mama, I'll send you $1,000 just to send you a picture of my child. Women will power like a tyrant. You have to manufacture situations to test that woman before you get her pregnant, before you get married.
I'm not a big fan of manufacturing these situations, but sometimes it's kind of necessary. So like, I'm a 50-50 on this making up situations for kind of test her to see where she's at.
You'll never know.
And this is the perfect moment to introduce another piece of precedent. Or better yet, a key term you need to get familiar with. Our word for the day is coercion. So what exactly is coercion? Well, in the post-Diddy era, it's when you use force, threats, manipulation, blackmail, intimidation, or psychological pressure to make someone do something they wouldn't freely choose to do. You know, like providing sex or performing sex acts for money.
Girls are like, oh, I got flew out and all this happened, and it was about rapper or athlete. Like, let's be real. You know why you were getting flew out in the first place, okay? It wasn't that you were gonna go down there and recklessly change this man's mind, okay? You knew what you were going out there to do. No.
Girl. Ew.
Means no, okay? Let's just get it clear. But you knew why you were going down there. So if this man's not your boyfriend, if you guys are not spending quality time, you guys are not talking all the time, and I'm not talking about a week or 2 weeks, you already know what you're doing, how about it just like you make it power. Okay? You like, let's be for real. Like, y'all gotta start being honest with yourself, and you need to take some accountability. Like, you cannot be mad at these men because you already knew what you were doing, okay? And by no means am I saying that that's acceptable in any means, still, but you knew why you were going in the first place. Like, let's be honest.
Now, in this post-Diddy era, we have to ask ourselves, what exactly is psychological pressure? I mean, that can be anything. Now, remember, we're talking about women who genuinely believe that a man making eye contact with them at the gym is a crime.
She's pretty too.
It's better be out.
To be spazzing.
Is this a game you really want to play?
So men, protect yourself. Please protect yourself. Because this shit is about to open up a whole new can of worms. Because a lot of us didn't even know that was a thing. So many women get flew out. So many men brag about flying women out.
She's like, go like
that. A lot of backlash and fallout. Well, shit like that happens. So now men, these women actually put a charge on you for human trafficking. So trade like you.
And that's a federal charge, boys. We're talking about federal jail time.
It's funny how no broke man in history has ever been charged with coercion. No, coercion is a rich man's crime. You've never seen Tyrone O'Reilly from the block get dragged into federal court over some fancy coercion charges. It almost sounds like another tool in the 304 is the Wonderwealth distribution scam.
When you think about it, dating is coercion. It's us trying to tell women to date us and trying to get them to date us when they don't want to date us and sleep with us when they truly somewhat sleep with us, don't want to sleep with us. You know, it's also kind of coercion.
Another ingenious way of funneling money out of your pockets and straight into the court's bank accounts. And that brings us to the question of the day. If a woman charges you with some form of abuse or assault, should the state or local government have the right to seize your property? Now think about it for a second. Sure, the state can imprison you, but should they also be able to snatch your home as punishment or reimbursement? What? And if so, do you really own property at all? If the state or government can seize your property because of some frivolous charges, was it never yours in the first place? Let me hear your thoughts on that in the comment section.
Damn, that's where you're right. It's true. Like, when you guys think about it, if you really want to leave this country with more than $10,000, you probably can't. Right? If you just want to take cash or even gold, $10,000 worth of gold, you will get flagged.
in the airport, right? Because I don't know, was it money laundering purposes or whatever it is? Like you can't, like it's the other way around. Say if I made a lot of money in Cambodia and I want to bring that money over, I also can't bring that money without having to incur massive taxes or whatever it is. Or if I just want to just take like some money and just give it to my family members in Cambodia because they're not well off, that's also going to screw me over. There's so many things that we don't actually truly own our own wealth. When you really think about it, it's locked into this country for a lot of people. You can't take your wealth out of this country.
And with that said, let us now listen to Trevor Noah explain how we have to move in this posting era, how we must handle these 304s with latex gloves. We must understand that the government has proclaimed that women in America are just little girls with grown parts. They are incapable of thinking for themselves or being held accountable for their actions.
Like, I went on a date with a woman, and we had great nights, and things were looking good, and she was like, let's go back to your place. And I was like, oh, okay, let's go back to my place. We went back to my place, and then when we get back to my place, she was like, oh man, I don't know if I should be, I got too much to drink. And I was like, oh, we get immediately. I was like, well, let me get you a car. Right. I was like, oh, you should, I'm happy you said this, and thank you. I called, and then she was like, wait, what are you doing? And so I'm getting your car. And she said, oh, I didn't say I want to leave. I said, no. Listen here, what you said there, I have to take, and I'm not even trying to be an asshole about this. I'm not trying to nothing like that. You just said you don't think you should be, you had lots to drink, and I didn't know how much you had to drink. I made you put like middle drinks right. So let me get your car. There's another day. We can always meet on another day. Right. And that's the biggest thing that I've learned in life around a lot of consent, sex, and all. Men, they know what these things is. You know what helps a lot? It's getting to know people before you have sex with them. It's like spending a lot of time getting to know.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blast.
Like you really don't know guys, right? Especially when women you just barely met the first time. Which is why I agree with Trevor. Get to know them. Take some time to process to know these women. What are their personalities, what they're about. Why? Because you never know when that consent can get rescinded. And that's a problem. Especially nowadays, boys. Please let us write. Comment down below. I really appreciate that.
I would take notes during the stream, but the note-taking app got pop-up ads now, like WTF. Back in my day, it was just a blank sheet of paper to write on. Internet paper. You typed on. Now, in the middle of typing, it's a 30-second ad, because I'm not paying no subscription fee for your stupid app. Okay, you can't fly nobody out now. Don't fly nobody out, I guess. Hey, we both gotta meet up in the state in the middle. We gotta meet in the middle. I catch a flight and you catch a flight. It's consensual. You know the sponsors.
Welcome back to Chat Time Pod. It's your host, Rhett. I got to today with the Modern King.
So when I actually, Maggie, walked out that airport, no one knows this, but I was looking around for him. I know. And I thought he was going to be there. I know. And I thought he was going to be like, Adolf, the only thing you did is block him full.
You got it, right?
No, you asked me here.
What do you mean?
I paid for the first one.
I'm gonna go with skip.
So?
You're paying for it. You're tripping, bro.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
What? Bro, you asked me
I need to know what the
If it wasn't a skip, men, do you? Yeah, you pay for the first date, and you go for her to pay for the second one, unless she's trying to use you.
on in men's brains because we need soy sauce and my husband was like, oh, let me order some.
Yeah, right. That's how much soy sauce you need. What's wrong with that?
What the? His way.
I don't know about Kinkelman. That's probably the worst soy sauce in my opinion. Not like some other ones, but yeah, you need industrial size because soy sauce is the shit.
I can only speak for myself, so I'm gonna do my best to explain this. To me, it looks like in soy sauce.
I'm forcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might
You
not
get
start.
like
I just
some
thought my
Costco
husband
soy
would be right here.
sauce?
The data separation is the Super Bowl. I'm not just doing
Great
this
value.
because of the action of booing. I'm doing this because of everything that it represents in our relationship.
Everything that represents our relationship just goes boo.
You especially need that now
Random
with the
person
hurricanes.
Happens to be a star that you like.
I have loved Taylor Allison's Fist since I was 12 years old. My husband even likes her too. Like, he'll put on her music when we're cooking together. He has favorite songs for our
You really think he likes it too, don't you? You genuinely think this?
We were at the Super Bowl, it was me, him, and 5 of his buddies, and when he put Taylor up on the Jumbotron, all of his buddies started booing, and my husband joined in. And that just told me everything I need to know about that man, because he didn't care that would hurt my feelings. He just wanted to fit in with his boys. He didn't even care that that's not even how he actually feels. He just like wanted to look cool, I guess. And that's not a man. That's a boy. And when you see that, you can't really unsee it. So I'm forcing him. Thankfully I have a prenup. I'll be retaining all my assets as well as the assets I inherited. With peace and love, you probably will not be returning to the Super Bowl anytime soon. So that's one less booer for you, Taylor. I love you.
Alright, so just, hey guys, can you write the rest of it?
Alright, let's see it. Go.
Well,
what do you think? Go.
I really love this. Like, guys should keep on doing this. Just Taylor, keep going.
So we go. No, we're not doing that. You want to get pose. Well, what's happening? This is what we're supposed to do. Something guys think awkward. Yeah, this is where we can't do this. No, this is not my way. It's when we're doing it. Yeah, because we're not doing it. Okay.
You guys get stuff out there.
I'm about to go to this.
Bro, I can tell them. You just gotta let them figure it out on their own.
Can you just catch everything?
Women's got your butt on the
Yeah, and whatever.
Why are nails so expensive? $350? That's like a car payment back in the day, or at least like 10 years ago, that was a car payment.
What do you mean?
350. I'm not doing that. 350. I've already been paying all the dates. I'm not on that. Of course, not 350 anyway. I know.
My man, I don't think nails cost $350 out. She's trying to work it
In
out.
my toes. I just a full set and a pedicure.
What y'all want?
Yeah, full set of pedicure is about $100. Like maybe 120. And you want to go fancy, 150. 350.
What you want?
Yeah, that's a lot. I ain't doing that right now.
Anyways, can you just catch me, please?
Why you saying anyway? I just told you no.
Are you serious?
He is Colorado. You're right. He did
Better
say
do
no.
your own nails for free.
Yeah, no, it's still a no.
For the free ski.
That's white stuff.
For
I just come out of pocket nails, dates. You want to pay for everything.
I was like, you really not gonna like you really want to do this in front of me?
358, like,
Jeez, of course the sisterhood comes.
Yeah, they come with the shaming tactics.
you're not even nails.
To mine F you. Oh, they put a little bit of money. Okay, still not paying it.
Oh, yeah. He didn't give it to you.
My dear walked out that airport. No one knows this, but I was looking around for him. I know.
That Jedi Matrix won't work on me, Anakin.
I think it was like a relaxation retreat. But yeah, and really, like, you got pushed to that. But I didn't even do it right before. If I like dropped him hours before going, I just like 4 days before.
To translate to plain English, she blocked him before she went on a girls' trip, and now she's playing victim because he has self-respect and didn't tolerate her disrespectful and promiscuous behavior.
So it's like, in a way, like, I was so unhappy because I was compromising on so many things, like his work and other things that I don't need to go into. But I was compromising on so many things, and then plus when this engagement thing came up, like, I just thought it's another thing that I have to compromise on. I don't want to, yeah? I'm unhappy. So I ended it in a way of, like, I was hoping in the back of my head that he will come back and be like,
You blocked him to go on a girls' trip. Who's coming back?
I love you so much that let's work this out. You know, that's love, right? I thought he was over there for the bouquet of flowers. I thought my mom's with flowers.
Yeah, this ain't no rock. This ain't no fucking 51st date or no notebook where the man pursues endlessly, even though he's being trashed constantly.
For the first day we got back, I really thought, like, the love that he had for me, like, was so much and so strong that he would fight for me with pride and ego aside. Yeah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And so when I actually, my dear, walked out that airport, no one knows this, but I was looking around for him. I know. And I thought he was going to be there. I know. And I thought he was going to be like, Adolf. And so when I looked out that and I saw he wasn't there, I was so mad because I don't exactly.
These delusionaires, man.
I didn't tell you because
These two are
Battery low.
So I saw something rather troubling today, and it was on this post right here.
When someone brings up male
and that's not what was troubling. It was the most popular comment that happened to be on that video. Let's take a look at that.
Power off.
Like, it came as no surprise whatsoever of how popular that comment was. Over 6,000 people, in fact almost 7,000 people liked that comment, and apparently agree with that idea. And the person really has to ask themselves, what is wrong with a lot of people? Why would any person ever celebrate such a thing, or encourage that in another human being?
That's definitely one thing you're never going to hear me encourage. You're not going to hear me encourage these ridiculous things. Just be good people. Be nice to people. Not nice, but, be good, cordial. Give some respect. Earn some respect back. Be respectful people.
There is a serious disconnect out there with a lot of individuals in regards to reality and their humanity. And
the humanity thing.
It is more important now than ever that men, especially, speak up about their mental health. It is very important because misandry is an ever-growing popular trend, and it is very real, and it does so much more than hurt feelings. But apparently, that's being celebrated. It's time we put a stop to this.
Ironically, these are the same types of women to say men should open up to them. Also, you'd think they would have enough common sense to realize wishing that upon men also means their fathers, brothers, uncles, nephews, and kids. But I guess not.
Elevate your adventurage. It is cheap if you you like cheap stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna bang this stuff up and burn it and beat it down, and then replace it when it needs replaced. It was cheap. It was cheap. Feels cheap.
Oh my god, I'm breaking up with you. What? You're always just lying around like some kind of loser. My friends were right. I can do so much better.
Yes, the best moment of my entire life. Who are you? I you. From the future. What are you doing here? I came back to relive the moment that changed our life forever and put us on the path of becoming a billionaire.
Michael, you think you just let me break up with you and then be happy and successful without me?
Yeah.
Hell no. My friends are wrong about you. We're getting back together.
No. Happy wife, happy life. Oh, what happened? I spent all my time focusing on my wife instead of pursuing my goals.
And I'm sick of you always going to the gym. I want you to spend more time with me.
No, please, hold on. No. Oh, man. We're losers now? Yeah, you guys hired and I need a fourth job to pay for my...
Damn, I mean, it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty damn accurate.
Wife's voice loudening surgery. Hi, dear.
I need to rub my boils on my feet, Michael. They're pressing again.
Wait, dear. Oh, I love you so much, honey. You're so good to me. I think I should go.
Sure. Oh, I have these weird lumps on my back. Michael, rub them now.
Yes, dear. Hey, I'm pregnant. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of it tomorrow. And I said, what does that mean exactly? And I think I kind of knew, right? And I said, no. I tell you what, I'll come there and we'll get married. She said, I don't want to marry you. I said, okay, fine. I'll take the kid and I'll raise it. You don't even have to meet it. She said, I just started a new career. I'm not gonna go to work pregnant and then just not have a baby. Well, let's keep out for adoption then. I mean, I was begging. I said, don't do anything. I'll be there first thing in the morning. She said, don't bother coming. My appointment's at 7 a.m. and it'll be done by the time you get here. And the last thing I remember saying on the phone to her was, screaming at the top of my lungs, please don't kill my baby. And she said, it's not a baby and it's not your decision. And she hung up. I just remember screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs and throwing stuff around my apartment. It impacted the rest of the next 10 years unknowingly.
Can't you find a husband? It can be devastating for a lot of men. Especially if you were with a man for 4 years. Why did you not get married?
That might have been his one shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't like
Did you break it off or did he break it off?
niggas chads shooting down eggs. You know what I'm saying?
4 years.
That was just one egg in the basket.
He was indecisive.
One egg in the basement.
For a living.
He was a regional director for a fast food company.
A regional manager or a regional director?
Director.
No, that man's a big boy. Right. Did he earn more than you?
A lot more.
And what do you do for a living?
I work in customer service.
Like a call center?
Oh, you call people.
Versus like
Talk on the phone all day. Oh, go girls.
which is a pretty high up there freaking career. Oh, are you trolling me?
I promise I'm not. Like,
So let me get this right. You're an overweight customer service agent.
What? Oh, I would say.
I don't care what you would say. I'm the professional. Look, man. So he was definitely making over 6 figures.
Well, no. He's making that now.
So pay attention, everybody. Average black woman. Leaves a 4-year relationship so she thinks she can do better. Good for you, brother. Hope you work at a Sonic or White House or whatever. Do you have cat insurance, man?
I don't like cats. Danger zone. Oh God.
Because this is kind of crazy. You likely already met your guy and you blew it. You didn't say he did anything wrong. You just thought you could do better. Why did you think you could do better?
Well, at the time, he wasn't where he was. This is where he is now. He was working his way up.
Exactly.
So she left him because she thought she could do better. Didn't want to stay with him while he worked his way up, and now regrets it later on.
There's so many women that are in this boat, man. They really think they can just wait in the finish line, and most men are waking up to this winner's mentality. Once you cross that finish line as a winner, you don't look back at the losers.
This is a tale as old as time, and you couldn't make it up if you tried.
Don't have any kids. I want to have kids in the future, but I'm waiting for the right woman so she can raise those children with you.
Oh, you like marry or something? That's my dream car.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, baby. Your dream became reality. I've worked day and night so I can put a smile on your face. Here you go.
Oh, you're the best friend anyone can ever ask for. Do you follow any girls on social media?
No, actually, I follow every single girl on social media. I have respect for you because I want to have something with you.
You're such a great best friend. Do you have any kids?
I got any kids? I got kids.
I
got kids in every state, every country.
I love that guys are doing this. Like, this is also the new trend of guys just doing videos like this. Kids everywhere. They go from the nice guy to the chooky type.
I love a family guy.
No, I don't even talk to him. I only got him because I put him on my taxes. I get tax return.
Oh my god, that's my dream car.
Which one?
Yeah.
What, you want a cookie or something?
No, I just wish I could have one day.
Yeah, I wish I have a hot girlfriend. I'll wish for something, I guess.
Do you follow any women?
What's up? Yes, I follow women. Yes, I follow women, Dominic.
You know, it's funny that it's really just mostly women that think they can do better. I don't think men, as a whole, really think that. Once they find someone, they kind of like that girl. And once they build and invest with her, invest money, time, feelings, the guy's okay with it. Where women, I don't think they invest anything. They don't invest time, a little time. They don't invest feelings, really. They don't invest resources. So it's so easy for them to move on. Where for us men, we invested resources. It's hard for us to just overlook the resources that we wasted. Please, I just wrap. Comment down below. I really appreciate it.
Let's do this.
Oh, that's sneaky on the end. That little sneaky Ed on the end. So a recap of what we just watched, I've already forgotten. My mind's a blank. Didn't retain none of that information. Information. That's what I said. Information. It's the last thing I remember. Nothing. Don't remember nothing. Apparently we just watched the video, but I'm blanking on it. Couldn't tell you about it. Couldn't give you a recap. I should have been writing down notes again. So what was it about? Let's go see. Oh, then you gotta exit out because of the ad. So I don't remember what we just watched. Because what the caption is and what the video be about. The caption of the whole video and the little stupid video where they all do the little stupid little thumbnails. Never see me do that. Never see me make the algorithm thumbnail. And then I forgot where I was going with that. I don't know. I just want to say like girls trips, but I don't know. It's like the last thing I remember them talking about a girls trip or something. She going to girls trip. She's single, especially your wife. She blocked her husband to go be a hoochie mama in some tropical climate. Oh, I remember now. I remember something, and then he packed up everything. I think I remember that part. Yeah, he packed up everything and was divorced. Okay, yeah, good. That's how it should be. I think. I don't remember. Everything's gone, and there's divorce papers signed. My signature's on the papers already, pre-signed, predated. Everything everything preed. In an empty house. And probably the bills. And I'd probably leave the bills on the counter. It's like, these are the bills that he paid. There's the water and the electricity and the mortgage and whatever. I don't know. I don't pay bills. I don't know how it works. I don't pay those things. Barely pay taxes. So I guess that was a recap of the last thing I remember about the video. If that was even the right video, might have been the video before that. Blending videos together. Yep, so at Real Philly Phil. Catch you Tuesday.